Hey guys, it's me, the one and only Havox. I was scrolling through my uh, writing folder. I have a lot of songs and different things that I write in it. That's why it's called a writing folder, right? And it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, you know what? I need to make a video. I'm in the process of making a Borderlands 2 video that I made with my friend Jay Snippety. So I was like, okay, let's cut that up. But then I got really lazy and it's really late. So I'm like, you know what? We're not going to do that. So as I was scrolling through this folder, I found this one writing. It's called Doubt, a piece of inspiration and knowledge. Basically, it's a thing I wrote. I was going through some hard times, but I overcame them. So I wanted to read you this. It's 6 pages long. So I was gonna make a video of me actually reading it to you, but instead I'm gonna do this gameplay. So you guys can like watch the gameplay and listen to the story. It goes along with me wanting to change the world, basically. So without further ado, I guess, Doubt, a piece of inspiration and knowledge. Has something in your life ever jumped out at you? Has it ever screamed your name, grabbing your attention as if it were there to tell you that you were destined to do this forever? Has it piqued your interest just to have you decide against it in fear of failing or not being the best at first? Disregard any of those nasty thoughts. Throw them away, because you don't know if you can make that step. Yeah, maybe you will fail. Hell, you will fail at first. I know it firsthand. I know it has been a long run for me. I've ran so long that my legs are starting to give out from underneath my very existence. That hasn't stopped me from continuing on with my life. I might be all cut up, bleeding profusely out of the bottoms of my feet from where blisters have opened up because I've been on my feet way too long. But in the end, I will continue to run with all the pain that I drag along with me. I wouldn't be this far in life if I hadn't killed those voices long ago. They would still be haunting me every waking moment alive on this planet. They would never give up, telling me I'm a worthless piece of trash and that whatever I do, falling on my face and being ridiculed for ever thinking that I would even stand a chance is all that would come of it. Pushing that voice behind everything, behind all the thoughts of encouragement my fellow peers give to me, behind all the training or the belief that I wanted to overcome the obstacle is very, very difficult. Going from being told you're a pathetic, worthless human being and that I would never amount to anything in my entire life every single day by someone no teacher could ever punish, no parent could ever protect their child from, to living each and every day happier than ever because that one little voice in the back of your head is no longer there is the best feeling in the world. That relief that you have won is the greatest feeling you will ever achieve in the existence of your life. Getting to that point, however, is a long, treacherous journey. Before you can get rid of that little monster that lives inside your own head, you have to endure all that it has to offer. You have to take every little thing that it has coming before you can move on. It takes the mindset of, I want to get through this, I want to be saved from this voice, to ever get close to overcoming it. A lot of hard work and dedication goes into pushing that monster out of your head for good. You will need to let others help you along the way. They won't be able to do much about it, though. They can't get inside your head and murder that voice for you. They can't put you under a spell that would magically make everything better and all your problems just disappear into thin air. However, they can be by your side through it all. They can give you the emotional support possible to make sure that you will overcome it all the way. They will be there cheering you on through everything and jumping with joy and celebrate with you once you cross the finish line. Letting your own doubts get in the way of living your life the way that you were meant to should never be a thing in your life to begin with. You need to start the younger you can. The sooner you realize that it is just a useless voice that somehow find a way to speak to you and whisper doubt and uncertainty into your life, the sooner you can overcome all the negativity and live a much happier life without the stress of constantly being put down. Trust me, that type of life is so much better than the one in constant fear. Being able to push yourself to the farthest limits, knowing there isn't anything there to hold you back, it's the most awesome feeling in the whole world. If you think you can do it, or if there is even the slightest chance that you can achieve something great, then shoot for the stars. You might fail to start out, It happens. It's inevitable. But not letting that voice of self-negativity is the first step in making that dream a reality. After you get past the bullying of your own mind, the next step is to overcome the evil crooks who want nothing more than to see you fail. They sit in the shadows, waiting for you to make one tiny slip-up, one little thing that isn't 100% perfect, and they will jump all over your case. Their number one mission is to make sure that you don't get anywhere in life, because that is the only way for them to feel the slightest bit of pleasure in their crappy existence. Their voices are much louder than the ones inside your head, though. Instead of one voice bringing you down to the pit of hell, not only will their voices do that, but they can gather an army of these crooked wannabe goblins that will pick you up and pick you apart limb from tiny limb. They will make sure that if your hopes get up the slightest bit, that they will break you down and make getting up seem impossible. They will make everything seem so dark that the best decision may seem like staying on the cold, hard ground. Each time you think that you might have enough strength to get up, those hounds are right on you, making getting back to your feet impossible. But just like that little voice, overcoming this setback is very much possible. It might be a little more work, seeing as though you can't easily ignore something that's hitting you in the face or crushing every little dream before it's even there, but it is possible. I have done it, but it has taken a lot of effort to make it so. Whenever someone stabs you in the back, making your dreams a step further back, ignore whatever it was and keep trucking along. They may try to be persistent at telling you that you are a good-for-nothing freak, but don't listen to them. They are only jealous of what you can accomplish. And that is why they are trying to keep you from doing so. They want your talents so they can be the best. They want to have your motivation so they can try to achieve something great in their lives as they see you doing with your own. They secretly want you to be, in a sense, they want to be you so they will do everything in their power to make sure that you can't reach your full potential, just so they feel like they have a shot at catching up to how far you have made it. Their downfall, however, is that they still have that voice in the back of their mind, screaming at them that they aren't going to amount to anything in their pathetic lives. So when they are trying to pull you down with them to their level, just know that they are trying to make their lives something in the wrong way possible. Shrug off what they have to say. They probably don't really mean what they are telling you deep down. It's that little devil telling them that they need to do that to actually become something of themselves. Doing that will help you achieve your most epic goals. This really has been about helping you realize how to overcome the negative efforts that life has to throw at you. Yeah, it can be really hard and tough out there. It can also be pretty scary to try something new or do something you know you're bad at. Getting good at the skills above are the first steps to realizing that you can become the best at anything if you try. Leaving that negative voice out in the cold where will help you go out and actually try something you never thought you would ever do in 1,000 years, even ever try. Shaking off the bullies in the real world is step 2. Getting them off your back is the best way to keep progressing with your efforts to get to greatness. There's one more thing that is pretty important. It might not have anything to do with helping you achieve your goals, or it might have anything to do with anything, actually, depending on who you are in the world. When you get the chance, whether it be before you've reached your goal or way after, help out the little guy. Help out the ones in need. If you see someone getting tossed around like he or she is the newest sport, help him get to his feet and get him or her on their way. Or help the ones who feel that the only way to succeed in life is to make others not. Those people need just as much help as you and I. One of my prime reasons for typing this, or speaking of this even, is to help everyone who falls into the same category as me. This might jump around from idea to idea, never really making clear what the message actually is that I'm trying to portray. Maybe it's to inspire people, chase their dreams, and make them their way of life instead of leaving them to be just a dream that passed them by. Or maybe it's to help stop the spread of bullying throughout the world. To try and get people to see that the only way we are going to get anywhere in this hell we call life, we have to come together and learn to help each other out and solve our issues together without fighting. We need to learn to stand together, united as one, to overcome all the issues in the world. Wouldn't that be a sight to see? So that speaks to me on so many different levels. I wrote it. I can't remember the exact date, but it was I was writing it to try to inspire people. And I wrote it, I don't know, several months, like not several, like 2 or 3 months ago. And I forgot how inspiring this actually is. It's probably one of my best pieces of work, I think. So hopefully that helps you. If you think that'll help any of your friends, share it with them. As a YouTuber, I want to get big. I want to get out there. I want to pull off like a Game Grumps or Rooster Teeth or PewDiePie. Get big, you know? Have an awesome fan base and interact with the fans. But there are certain stuff that I do not for YouTube, basically. It's to actually help you guys, like this. I hope you actually stayed to listen to all of my rambling, because I hope it actually does inspire you. That's why I called it Doubt, a piece of inspiration and knowledge. People don't know how to overcome these things, and this is just my personal experience on how I've overcome things. Basically, I know in part of that reading I said have someone help you. For me, I went my whole elementary career with one friend, and his name's Brendan. And then 6th grade, I have another friend, Tigoric, or as I know him as Devin, who's these two friends. If they weren't there, I wouldn't be here speaking to you guys right now. They mean the world to me. I might go through females left and right. I might go through relationships. No matter what, I know those two will always be there for me. And then recently, I've gained a whole nother group of friends who are just amazing, and they help me. They keep me going. Jeremy, James, Jacob, and Jeff. Their links, they all have YouTube channels, and they're all posting stuff. I'll put their links in the description. Without all you guys, I would be nothing, to be completely honest. Not just my friends. Now I'm talking in the wider spectrum. YouTube. If you guys help me get my point across, if it wasn't knowing that there are people out there who need help, I wouldn't have wrote this. I wrote this to get it out there. I didn't know how to do it until literally the start of this video. And I'm glad I can get it out there now. Hopefully it helped you guys in some way. And like I said, share it with your friends, not for me. I like the views, yes, and I love the subscribers, but this video in particular needs to go out there to help people, not to help me with my views. It needs to bring people to realize that life is amazing. Even though there are people like me who have depression, who on certain days feel like ending my life or your life is the only way to go, it's not. Not to be completely honest, I'm probably depressed right now, but it's different because reading this piece and talking to you guys makes me realize that life is amazing. It's full of opportunities, no matter where you are. You gotta go out and find them. It's not gonna just show up to your door and be like, oh hey, what's up? You gotta go out and find it, and once you find it, grab a hold of it. I know I've been rambling on now for a while, so I just wanted to say thank you for listening. Share it with your friends. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to view more is on the way, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.